Hi, my name is Keelan Pei, or it's currently Keelan Pei. I haven't changed it in the system yet, but my name in the school system is Keelan Watson. I am going to be talking about places I've traveled and hope to travel. Places I have traveled is currently Texas, Missouri, Florida, Texas, and Kentucky, and I've been to West Virginia. So the very first place I'm going to be talking about is where I'm currently at, which is Texas. My experience here is simply because I'm deployed. That's been the main reason that I'm here. I've heard great things about Texas, but because of where I'm located, I don't really see the big, what everybody's been talking about. My only experience here is people drive crazy. That's been it. You get either people going 100 or 25. That's about all my experience here, other than what my experiences are as my job here. Other than Texas, I have been to Florida. Florida was a fun experience. I went with church family. That was the very first time I ever went somewhere without family. Because I grew up with very strict family. My parents had to know who they are. I had to be home at a certain time. So going off by myself with church family was very different, and who weren't actually related to us by blood. So going to them to Florida was very fun. They were very fun people to be around. I got to see different parts of Florida because halfway through we moved to a different location. I don't remember the names, but I remember the experience. The waters were very beautiful. They were very clear. That's the first time I've ever seen clear water like that. They were very beautiful. The only waters I really known is either pool water or Myrtle Beach. Was a very cool experience. But when I was there, I did get on a dinner boat. I'm terrified of boats, so that was not a great experience, because we crossed, I can't remember the two oceans there, but we crossed over the ocean, over into a different ocean. So I went from very cool, small, I can try not to hyperventilate waters to I feel like we're fixing to drown because the waves were harsh, and that was a very terrifying experience for me. But back at home, we do travel to Tennessee a lot. I say travel, but I mean very lightly because it's only like 2.5 hours away from us, so it's not, in my mind, that's not traveling, but when you actually put it down on paper, it is traveling. Because we always go to Gatlinburg for the Christmas parade, going to Pigeon Forge as a vacation, and then going to Missouri. That wasn't a very fun experience. I went there just because of training, so I just got to see a military base and my barracks. That's about it. On our way back, though, that was very fun because we got to see the arch there. We didn't get to see the inside of it, going to the very tippy top, but we got to see the pods. Those are very cramped pods. There's like sittings, I think, for about 4 or 5 people, but just with it was 3 of us who got in, and it was extremely cramped. That would be very scary experience having to go in that thing with like 5-6 people. But I've also been to Kentucky. I actually went on there for a mission trip. We went there once to hand out school supplies and basic hygiene products. Going there was actually very eye-opener to how lucky we are to a lot of things. It was flooded there, So being able to come back home and see how lucky I was to have toothpaste and toothbrush and body wash was extremely eye-opening. But although I've been to many places, I'm still hoping to go to more places, like Paris, Mexico, hopefully a more beautiful place in Mexico other than what I see on the border, Hawaii, and whatever other places me and my husband decide to go in the United States. So places I've been to other than what I dream is Texas. I've talked about Texas, Florida, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, and hopefully just simply because we travel, I feel like everybody needs to travel somewhere or at least go on a missionary trip, because it's very eye-opening and it helps you understand, like, we are very lucky to even be traveling there, but we're very lucky for even basic necessities.